to my channel. My name is Kemi and you are watching Kemi Reacts to the Game of Thrones Season 1, Episode 7 and 8. It's a Patreon exclusive, so I'm only online with all of my patrons, and I want to say a big thank you to those who signed up to watch the last 4 episodes of Game of Thrones. So unfortunately, this last 4 episodes will not be on YouTube. It's going to be on Patreon. I want to thank Tina, who's the moderator today, who's hosting us on Discord. So if you head over to Discord, you're going to see the Patrons tab, and underneath the Patrons tab is Patron exclusive live stream. There you can watch along with us and know exactly what part I am reacting to. If you're not joining us for the live, never mind, the full-length reactions will still be on Patreon and you can enjoy it at your own time. I want to give a shout out, like I usually do, to those joining us: Morgan B, Mike M, Zach, and the rest of the Patreon family. Thank you so much. I can see 10 people in the chat, but they're not 10 people watching, but they're not saying anything in the chat room. And I know some of my patrons like to be private, so I don't mind at all. Thank you so much for your time. All right, let's get into it. I hope that we all enjoy. From the last episode, clearly Ned has come into discovering... Hey, Danny. Okay, they're popping up. Welcome. Ned has gone into discovering the truth of the seed is strong. And I am so excited to see what's going to happen. There is also the dread I feel by, well, you know, I don't feel that they're safe, right? I don't feel they're safe in King's Landing. I didn't like that Ned went further to make Cersei, Tyrion Lannister, whom we've not seen at this time, an enemy of the kingdom, while the king is not on seat. Because God forbid they kill him. You know, he went hunting with his brother. And look at the brother's already getting into a fight. The brother has been, you know, gingered by the man who gave him head. They gave him head and he lost his head. You know what I mean? And he's feeling, oh, let me just say something to these people. And he said something to his brother, and who knows, maybe they'll get into a fight. They kill somebody, they kill the king, and what's going to happen? What's going to happen to Ned with his 2 daughters in that place? So that is my worry. These are my fears going in. But I'm not going to write the script. I'm just going to, you know, let it all play out, right? I'm very nervous. All right, Tina, are you ready? Could you make your screen bigger for all of us, please? Perfect. Yes, thank you. Oh, I was the one who... So 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, thank you, love. You got me something?
Yes.
I'm live.
Oh.
Hug, quickly. Love you.
Love you too.
All right. Please close the door behind you, though.
Okay.
To answer for the crimes of your bannerman, Gregor Clegane. Ned Stark. Brave man, terrible judgment.
Don't act like fools.
Catelyn Stark took my brother. It wouldn't have been clean.
When you hear them whispering Kingslayer behind your back, doesn't it bother you? I'm giving you half of our forces. 30,000 men.
I didn't realize you placed such a high value on my brother's life.
He's a Lannister.
It's his reputation.
He might be the lowest of the Lannisters, but he's one of us. And every day that he remains a prisoner, the less our name commands respect.
Exactly.
So the Lion does concern himself with the opinions.
No, we are no longer a house to be feared. All of our children, all of us dead, all of
will be feared. That's what he wants.
Do you understand? You're blessed to belong to the most powerful family in the kingdoms. You've served as a glorified bodyguard for 2 kings. Or we could collapse into nothing as the Targaryens. Not next year, not tomorrow.
This one should have been king. I'm sorry to say, but the fact is fact. Their daddy should be king. How did they choose the Baratheons? How? Look, this one knows the assignment. This guy knows the assignment. Asking you, why is Ned Stark still alive? Hey, this guy has killed him. 30,000 men.
You're in pain.
I know the truth Jon Arryn died for.
Are you mad?
My brother's worth 1,000 of your friend.
Your brother?
Targaryens wed brothers and sisters for 300 years to keep bloodlines pure.
My son saw you with him, and they're all Jaime's.
Thank the gods. In the rare event that Rob believes his whores for long enough to stumble drunk into my bed, I finish him off in other ways. Every girl in the Seven Kingdoms dreamed of him, but he was mine by oath. And that night he crawled on top of me stinking of wine and did what little he could do, and whispered in my ear, Lyanna.
Ooh.
Your sister was a corpse and I was a living girl, and he loved her more than me.
When the king returns from his hunt, I'll tell him the truth.
Jaime told me about the day King's Landing fell.
But that wasn't one of them.
Oh, but it was.
No. Do you have any idea how ridiculous you sound? Either of you understand a thing that I'm saying? You be the man. You're not fooling them. They just paid you. They know what you are. You're starting to like this. He's always known it deep down inside. Now he has proof.
Why don't you join us, my lord?
What we don't know is usually what gets us killed.
With a jaw like an anvil. So I challenged him to a duel. I mean, why not? I'd read all the stories. The little hero always beats the big villain in all the stories.
The scar to remember him by, and off they went.
Who could compare to him? He's just so...
And only by admitting what we are can we get what we want. Now wash yourselves. Both of you are working tonight.
After all this hard work we just did right now.
You're a very lucky girl, do you know that? At low tide, we'd lay you on your back on the beach. You'd see death creeping towards you a few inches at a time.
You've never heard where I'm from, neither.
In civilized lands, you refer to your betters by their proper titles. My father is Balon Greyjoy, Lord of the Iron Island. I will be Lord after my father.
So you're not Lord now?
I'm not a southerner.
You're from south of the Wall.
It means rude, disrespectful.
Balon Greyjoy.
He's looking for... Oh, he wanted to...
The lady is our guest.
Chances are I won't be nearby the next time that happens.
And pick their teeth with his bones. Meant to get much further south than this.
Owls and shadow cats.
I'm not talking about owls and shadow.
They've been gone for thousands of years.
And they ain't sleeping no more.
That girl, the one we just saw, she was in Harry Potter, right? The werewolves. What's her name? Nymphadora?
Don't you miss girls? We have to blow the horn.
There's no rider.
There is no... Oh, he said there is no rider. There is no rider, he said.
Where's my uncle? We were hunting him.
What has happened? You've killed him.
Shown you how to be a man.
Don't say that. Hey, wait. They've killed him. What happened? What happened?
You don't want to see this.
Wait. What happened?
My fault.
Yeah. Is it in his...
Stinks like death. I paid the bastard back, Ned. And I want everyone to taste the ball that got me.
Robert, my sweet.
Out, all of you!
Hey, my goodness gracious. My goodness. Are you sure it's a... Okay, we saw the... He, at least he's awake to say a boy did it, as opposed to his brother.
Paper and ink on the table. Write down what I say. Of House Stark, titles. Until my son Joffrey comes of age.
Until my rightful heir. That's what he put. Good job. So Robert has sense like this to at least write.
You'll hate it worse than I did. Varys, Littlefinger, my brother, worthless. Stop it if it's not too late.
I will.
Make him better than me. King Robert Baratheon. Give me something for the pain and let me die.
Give him milk of the poppy.
He commanded us to step aside, but...
Who gave the king this wine? I do hope the poor lad does not blame himself.
Varys is saying something without saying something. Another squire killed another person. John Arryn's Lannister killed him. No, that one was not a Lannister.
His Grace has had a change
blonde.
of heart. Whatever arrangements you made.
Send more birds.
Sofaso nachashi habasipakarska. Vo sofro. Reishi.
Daran ragazza e vete mal. Mi vos adorme.
Calvos zigro adron anivaso.
So when they said Varys said
We will go home, I promise you.
My brother... Have I said something funny, sir?
Forgive me, Kelly.
And because he had dragons?
Well, having a few I believe what my eyes and ears report.
Well, I'll come with you.
No, don't trouble yourself.
No, go with him. Go with him. Varys has probably sent him a message.
The spider sends his greetings and his congratulations.
Hey, draw the arm down. Isn't he? Oh, what about that Mormons thing they said? And
my son already has his name, but I'll try your summer one. I'd still like to taste that wine.
I have a dry red from the arbor.
A gift. You honor me, sir.
The honor. You know there are many in your homeland that pray for your return. The wine is for the Khaleesi, it's not for the likes of you.
Open it. Pour.
Then drink it.
It would be a crime to drink a wine this rich without at least giving it time to breathe.
Do as he says.
Sweet, isn't it?
Why?
Tell me that is not the finest wine that has ever touched your tongue.
You first.
Yes, that's how we do in Nigeria too. We don't drink first. You take. Drink. If you don't die, I drink after you.
You will drink.
I told
you. Rapers, killers, thieves. Some of you bear the names of... We are all one house.
I want to find my uncle.
The steward's life for me. Your old loyalty.
His honor in being a steward.
A man of the Night's Watch. The honor of this house or that house. But for the realm and all the people. The penalty for desertion. You can take your vows here tonight. You want to take your vow before a heart tree as your uncle did.
Might I go as well?
Does House Tarly keep the old gods?
Why would you forsake the gods of your father and your house?
The seven have never answered my prayers.
Oh, that's so
We've all
touching.
been assigned an order.
Aww. It's like telling Jon Snow that you're my brother, now you're my family. You know what? Don't let me cry.
To the stewards, Makar to the rangers, Darian, John to the stewards, Rancer to the builder. May all the gods preserve you.
Oh, are you serious? He left. Oh, they put him alone.
Samuel, report to One-Eyed Joe in the stable. Lord Commander Mormont has requested you for his personal steward, and do everything else the Lord Commander requires of you. But perhaps we were wrong in that.
Don't you see what they're doing?
I see Sir Alice's revenge, that's all.
I was singing for a High Lord at Acorn Hall when he put his hand on my leg. At the end of the world, when no one's to sing for but old men and little shits like you. I was going to tell a bunch of strangers that our Lord tried to grab my cock.
Could you sing me a song, Pip? I'd like to hear a song.
It's not funny. I'm so sorry. I'm laughing. It's not funny.
He's the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. You'll be with him day and night. Yes, you'll clean his clothes.
What if he tries to make you grab
take his letters? He wants to groom you for command. I always wanted to be a wizard.
Samuel, stop.
Oh, I'm serious. So you'll stay and say your word.
Alone, if you will. He named you protector of the realm. Strike. Tonight, while the castle's... Every moment you delay gives Cersei another moment to prepare. Saving the Seven Kingdoms from Cersei and delivering them to Stannis. That didn't matter when you rebelled against the Mad King. It shouldn't matter now. He inspires no love or loyalty.
He's led men into war twice.
You still believe good soldiers make good kings?
And dragging frightened children from their beds. You will place this in the hand of Stannis Baratheon.
Yes, my lord.
Oh no, don't come to me, you demon.
My Lord Protector.
Joffrey and Tommen are Jaime Lannister's bastards.
So, when the king dies...
The throne passes to his brother.
And he cannot take the throne without your help. You would be wise to deny it to him. You are now Hand of the King and Protector of the Realm. Wed your daughter to Joffrey. We've plenty of time to get rid of Stannis, and if Joffrey seems likely to cause problems when he comes into his throne, we simply reveal his little secret and seat Lord Renly there instead. You'll need someone to share these burdens, I assure you.
Make peace with the Lannisters, you say.
So why did you call me here?
The Queen has a dozen knights and 100 men-at-arms. The city watch is 2,000 strong.
You know what you want me to do. You know it has to be done. But it's not honorable, so the words stick in your throat. When the Queen proclaims one king and the Hand proclaims another, whose peace do the gold cloaks protect?
The one with more gold.
The man who pays them.
Absolutely. Please, can we pause now? This is where I need to pause. Oh my God, I am just, I don't know what to say. Let me calm down. Whew. So much has happened. I'm just caught up in the moment. I'm looking at every scene and I don't want to stop because there's so many things. So, okay, thank you, Tina. That's perfect. We paused at, for those watching, we paused at 45 minutes, 58 seconds. I don't know if we should just, how many minutes do we have to go? Because I know this is a little bit like an hour long. Maybe I should finish it and then give you, because I've been caught up. I've been holding my tongue, guys. I've been holding my tongue, but we have 10 minutes left. Okay, let's finish it up. I would say, oh my God, this little finger irks me so much. Follow the gold. Conversation about that. Then Lord Commander Sir Alistair, I want to talk about that. Jorah Mormont, Jorah the Andal, they're the same person, I guess. Or is it Jorah Mormont the Andal? Because that guy called him Jorah the Andal, and I know him as Jorah Mormont. I think it's Jorah Mormont the Andal, right? Of the Andals. Isn't that how I think that's how he introduced himself. They don't see enough. Theon doesn't see enough women. That's why he wanted to sleep with that woman, that servant there. Like a randy little dog. And Tyrion, I really need to discuss Tyrion because I'm impressed. I'm sorry. Listen, in life, you either know the demon that you are. You can't have one leg in hell and the other one in heaven. Know your demons. Know your demons. Like, I want to talk about Tywin. Yes, okay. We have 10 minutes to go. Follow the gold, little finger. And do you know the stupid thing? I'm sorry to use such a strong word as stupid. The stupid thing is that sentence has shown you who Littlefinger is. Littlefinger literally told you that men like me follow the money. In that moment, What Littlefinger is saying that he's on the Lannister side. He who pays. Littlefinger probably came into this thing. I said I will wait till the end before I have this conversation, but I can't help myself. Please bear with me. Littlefinger probably came into this office with the hope that this man would be king or place himself in authority and he can be friend to the man on the Iron Throne. But once he realized that, listen, this one is still doing righteousness and holiness and godliness with integrity, he said, okay, what do you think they follow? They follow the person who has the money. You want me to go and call, what did he call them? The gold bodyguards, or what did they call themselves? He said something. What did he say? The gold stakes or whatever. Look at the name of the person. The gold cloaks. Thank you very much. Gold. I said gold stakes. Gold stakes. Gold cloaks. I was almost there. Sorry. The gold cloaks. You understand? It's like you wanted to hire a lady of the night and her name is Diamonds and Pearls, and you're coming there and you're giving her pebbles. You are a joke. How is this going to work? In this whole, listen, I know, you know, you are in a territory of lions. You are in a territory consistently. You've seen him, the people around you, deceit, betrayal, death, confusion, lies, manipulation, power struggle. You've seen that the people here cannot be trusted for anything. And you want to play a game of integrity? No, it doesn't work like that. You have to start from the roots. If the poison, you know what they say, like, to kill a snake, what do? You chop off the head. Why? Do you know why you chop off the head? Because that's where the venom is. That is where the venom, the ability for it, if it bites you, the venom enters and kills you. It's not the tail. It's not the tail. So when you know that this place you're stepping into, Cersei even gave him, hey, it's just that this guy was not smart. Ned Stark, it's not even about him being a person of integrity. I don't think he is a really sharp person upstairs. No, think about it. He's made bad choices. It's just because he's loved. He's beloved. You know, there's some people you just love them. You just like them because they're good. He's made friends with the king. The king loves him. You know, he trusts him. He's beloved. He's probably handsome, from what Littlefinger said when Littlefinger was discussing him with the other guy, with the ladies that were doing themselves. Littlefinger says that the brother died and the girl married the brother. An even more impressive specimen. I think that those were the words I remember him using. An even more impressive specimen. And you can see, I'm not saying he's handsome, but I'm going off what I remember him in Lord of the Rings, because he's not a bad looking man. So imagine this is stress. Stress is the thing that has made him, and he's carrying an injury. He hasn't shaved in a while. He's looking very, in pain, in peril, confused, and he's limping all over the place. So the stress of even keeping King's Landing afloat, trying to correct the king, the weight of the secret, everything is on him. So he's looking stressed out. Do you understand? So he is not a very sensible person, because a sensible person, Cersei said, the Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones. You cannot tell me you do not know how viciously the Lannisters deal with their enemies. I said the Bible. The Lannisters remember what that guy said? It's not that the Lannisters always pay their debts. No.
bear witness to my... I shall take no wife and win no glory. I am the watcher on the wall. I pledge my life.
Rise now as men of the Night's Watch.
What's he got there? Got to be good.
What is it? A hand. Is it Uncle Benjamin?
When the Khalasar rides, I saw a man last 9 miles.
King Robert still wants me dead. I thought he'd leave me alone. Now that my brother is gone.
He will never leave you alone. He will never abandon the hunt. Your son will have Targaryen blood with 40,000 riders behind him. He will not have you either, Khaleesi.
Whose side are you on, Mr. Jorah? Please, stop confusing me. Her husband has come. Oh yeah, give me poison now. Give her poison, let me see. You powerful person. Look at him, he's scared. Did they take out his eyes? Really? I will give him the iron chair. Oh my God.
Oh, all right. King Joffrey and the Queen Regent request your presence in the throne room.
King Joffrey?
King Robert is gone.
Oh,
God's given
why
rest.
didn't you know about it?
All is accomplished. The City Watch is yours.
I fear Lord Renly has left the city. He rode through the old gate an hour before dawn with Sir Loras Tyrell and some 50 retainers. Last seen galloping south in some haste.
Oh my God, Ned, I'm afraid. Ned, I'm afraid. Please, 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 please. They're going to kill you. They are going to kill you. Oh no. No, they don't. They don't. Did you give them money? Did you give them money? Or you trusted Littlefinger to do this? Hey, Stanley, Renly ran away. He knows.
King of
He
the
knows.
Andals and the realm.
Who are all these soldiers? Oh, I'm scared.
I command the council to make all necessary arrangements for my coronation.
I believe no man here could ever question your honor.
King Robert's seal, unbroken. Lord Eddard Stark is herein named.
May I see that letter,
No,
Sir
don't
Barristan?
see it. Finish it. What if she tears it? Read it. Read it out loud. Finish, please. What?
Is this meant to be your shield, Lord Stark?
Those were the king's words.
We have a new king. Bend the knee and swear loyalty to my son.
Your son has no claim to the throne.
Liar!
Sir Barristan is a good man, a loyal man. Do him no harm.
Kill him! Kill all of them, I command it!
Escort them back to their royal apartments and keep them there, under guard. To lay down their swords. No one needs to die.
I did warn you not to trust me.
Please. Calm down. Calm down. Just calm down. 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 Calm down, Kemi. Calm down. Calm down, please. I know you're angry. Just calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down right now. Oh, why? Oh, please, please help me, you guys, help me, help me. I can't, help me, please. Help me, please. Help me, tell me what to do, because right now, I can't. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do right now. Please. I don't know what to do. Please, I should have given my commentary before I saw this, because now I can't bring myself to this is the utmost betrayal. It's not even the utmost betrayal. It's not, because Littlefinger, I've hit my hand against the wood. Littlefinger has shown himself to be a snake. Do you understand? Do you know why this hurts me? It hurts me because Littlefinger has revealed himself. And Ned did not see, because his wife told him to trust this demon. This serpent, this snake. His wife said, trust this snake. Your wife was you see, men out there watching this channel, the worst thing you can do in your life is marry a foolish woman. I'm telling you, if a foolish woman is in love with you, run away from her. Run away from her, even if she's good in bed, even if she's as beautiful as anything, run away. You have my permission. If they come and they ask you, let them come and meet me. I will tell them that I told my watchers, my subscribers, if a foolish woman says, I'm in love with you, say, get behind me, Satan. Because that is the easiest way to die. To be loved by a woman who can't control herself in public or her mind. You see, a foolish woman, a woman quick with temper, uncontrolled, that love lost, she's just running amok. Because that is the easiest way to die. The easiest way to die. Do you see the only person I blame from the beginning? And you might dislike me, you might not agree with me. You see, the woman that I blame is Catelyn. From her, there is nothing like a woman that doesn't know herself. Or a woman who isn't patient enough to investigate. Catelyn is if this Ned Stark dies, I will blame Catelyn. I won't even blame Cersei. Because at this point, I won't blame her. Because Cersei is a snake that knows she's a snake, that has done her best, and is still keeping in line with her serpentine. She has never pretended to be a good person. She doesn't. If you think about it, the only bad thing this Cersei has done is with Jaime. Do you understand? And raising bad children, but I think that one is mental health. That one is because the wrong DNAs were matching in the bedroom, so the products of their seeds will be evil and spoiling children. But Cersei has, she came into this world bad, and she knew she was bad. But she said, I will try and put my sense, even in my badness. Cersei was a patient snake. She said, I will not murder the king. I'll just wait. Let this man drink himself to death. And then my son will be king. But you know Catelyn the fool, who is not the wife of a king, the wife of just Lord, a lord with maybe 300 soldiers or 300 bodyguards that went to take the son of a man who has an army, who could give his first son a 30,000 men. That is who Catelyn went to take the child of. Can you imagine the stupidity? When you don't know who you are, you do stupid things. You don't know, you don't have connections. You said your sister is in the Erie. I said, okay, let's go to the Erie and see what is in the Erie. She took me to a place and I saw a mad woman still breastfeeding her son. I saw a mad woman sitting on a rock breastfeeding a full-blown man, telling me, I didn't even see soldiers. I didn't see soldiers. So I asked myself, Catelyn, you took the son of a man who the realm, King's Landing, owes 60, how much did they say? 6 million gold coins. 6 million gold coins, you guys. How much did they say they owe? How much did they say they owe? You took him, and while you took him, you didn't even have protection for your son. Catelyn the fool. You took him, your son, one cannot walk. One is still trying to pay off the debt that the king brought upon himself. Leaving your husband in King's Landing in the midst of Lannister power. You took a Lannister's son. And now you even took him and he has freed himself because he sensibly organized a fighter for himself. Even as a captive, Tyrion Lannister was able to decipher what he could do and what he could not do. Bribe his way back into the presence of your sister Lysa, or whatever, with her nostrils like this, breastfeeding a man. Madness runs in the family. The Tullys must be crazy. Because or fools. Hey. And then you as Catelyn to be blamed. I will forever hate her if they kill Ned. If they kill Ned, that woman, that Catelyn, I will forever hate her. Forever and ever. Catelyn now told her husband, trust this one. I've known him since he was a little boy. Okay. This little boy has come to almost fought your fiance. Fought your former fiance. Is that not what he was? Ned Stark's younger brother wanted to marry Catelyn, right? And Littlefinger, Lord Baelish, fought him. Wait, what girl, we women in this comment section and ladies, if you have a boyfriend, do you befriend the person who dwells with your boyfriend that you love? I'm waiting for you to answer me in the comment section. If you have a boyfriend and someone comes with a gun to point to your boyfriend, I'm going to kill you for this girl, and they fight, and someone makes, do you now trust that person who fought your boyfriend? Okay, now you are aware that Lord Baelish is in love with you because you can't be that stupid that you did not know someone who wanted to fight your boyfriend is in love with you. Your boyfriend now died. We still haven't discovered the circumstances of why that ex-boyfriend died, why this guy's died. Yes, the ladies in the house are saying, no, you don't trust that kind of person. You don't. We don't know the circumstances under which he died. Maybe Lord Baelish had a hand in his death. As the first fiance died, Catelyn now did not even marry the person who has been split from groin to thigh. You do not. You now went and married the brother, who is a more better specimen, as Lord Baelish called it. A better specimen of a man. You now married him. And you came back. And now toying with the emotions of a little finger that looks underdeveloped. That looks like a man that refuses to grow. You know what I mean? And you now tell him. You now take the second person. He tried to kill the first person. Oh. He tried to kill your first love. You now place the protection of your second love in the hands of the person who fought your first love to a duel. Kathleen is a fool. Hey. You now say, take this one. This one, you didn't kill that last one, and I trust you not to kill this one. What woman does such a thing? What woman places her child? It's like making Jaime and Cersei Lannister to keep an eye over the rest of the Stark children. To keep an eye over the rest of the Stark children. Who does that? Now say, trust him. Trust him. Trust him. The one who almost killed your brother. Your brother. And you to Ned Stark. You've carried your leg. And trusted someone who... In the comment section, I throw you again another question. If somebody fights your brother and almost kills your brother, but your brother wins, is that the person you trust? Is that? Please let me know in the comment section. Because it seems like I'm the only one seeing. Am I the only one who's seeing these things? Am I the only one? You and your brother, you've loved all your life. You now trust, say, I will, exactly. Never could pay, you can't pay me to trust someone who, even in games, even as little children, when someone fights your brother, that person is no longer your friend. You can't be friends with somebody who is fighting your siblings. So what is missing in the Stark brain? What is swimming in Westeros? What is happening? Am I the only one to... Where is my fan? Where is my fan? Am I the only one who's seeing this? What in the world? What in the world? If I fan my wig off. Like, I can't. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You come in, you make such... Okay, let's get back into it. I don't know. I just don't know. But what I know is, if Ned dies, I will never... And Arya and Sansa, they are still in that building. Anyway, they can't do that to him. His children. Hey, my God, please. The girl, Cersei, I can't get over it. Cersei ripped the letter in the presence of everybody. Like, to hell with whatever it is. I said he should have read it out completely so that the rightful heir quote part, not Joffrey, rightful heir. So now the whole kingdom be like, there's a rightful heir. It's not Joffrey. Do you understand? But she ripped it apart. And that king's guard, that old man was just standing there. Did you even hear when Ned said, don't hurt him? Ned was under the impression that the men would try to attack the king's commander, the Lord Commander, that guy, the older man that Robert was talking about. Or did I misunderstand that scene? Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of episode 7. We see the scene starts with us seeing Tyrion. I like that scene stood out for me because I'm so angry. Please let me just I know I need to move forward. I need to move from this, but let's just... It doesn't start. It starts with Theon Greyjoy and the Oh gosh. What do I want to discuss? Sorry, you guys. I'm just a little... I'm just a little, you know, I'm just... I can't. I can't. Okay. Okay, let's talk about Theon Greyjoy and that girl. Is Theon Greyjoy just a potential rapist or a rapist in training? Because I don't understand. It's like, what did he want to do? He's talking sense on one side, and he's just being stupid. Like, you want to sleep with a girl. Why? Why do you want to sleep with her? No. Your body is already hot. You feel like having a woman. He should control himself. And every moment he gets, he keeps talking about the Iron Islands. As in, please, sir, just rest. The throne has gone. You're a captive warden, assistant slave, whatever you are. Just maintain your position and relax. Relax with your Iron Islands. Why don't you take off running, steal a boat, and then go and look for them on the other side in the deep sea? What is all this? I am the son of Horn of the Iron Islands. See, he's mentioned the Iron Islands more than I've even heard the Starks, their own name in their own house. I'm glad that servant girl put her in her place, put him in his place. And, you know, she looks like the kind of person, I think because I saw her looking at the knife. I thought she was going to take the knife and stuff, but she doesn't want to die, so she wants to do something so stupid. She's serving her new masters, and, you know, like she said, also she's seen the White Walkers, I think the dead people, the snowy dead people. Then we go to see Tywin, I hope I'm saying his Tywin, and we see that he is, whoa, his soldiers are in red. You know, they have organized camps. You can see that that deer was massive. I don't even know. A boar is like a pig with horns, you know, and I'm guessing it's not as big as a deer, definitely. And in his drunken state, Robert Baratheon could not kill it. He said that he wanted to do it himself, drinking something from the cup of the Lannisters, from the cousin. I'm so... I will get through this. I will get through this reaction. Just please bear with me. I am not, you know, I like when I see characters do this thing. I know there has to be a foolish person in every movie, but, you know, when in the movie, you know, that moment in the horror movie where you're running away from the monster, and you see a bicycle, you see a car, you see a motorcycle, and rather than you run into the car, accelerate and take off, you decide to take the bicycle. Something shifts in my heart. I become offended. I am offended with the character, with the car, the bicycle, with everything. So I'm processing my emotions as well as I can. And my apologies. So Tyrion comes into our scene and he's skinning a massive deer. As he's skinning it, he's ridiculing his son, saying, why is this man still alive? So clearly I can see where Cersei gets her monster from. Do you understand? I can see where Cersei gets her monster from. Like, why is this man, why are we still talking about Ned Stark? You were the bodyguard, glorified bodyguard of the Mad King, glorified bodyguard of a drunken king. Don't you think with our something, we should be king? He's trying to make his son king, actually. If you really think about it, or that the seed should come to their side. I don't know if he knows. I doubt it, or probably he does, and he's turning a blind eye, because fathers like that, they might know. He might know about what's going on between his two children and just keep quiet, because he doesn't, those are the only seeds he has. He wouldn't do anything to jeopardize their lives. And then he can clearly see his grandson is blonde. I'm just thinking, like, I believe when you're an intelligent elder, you don't become stupid halfway. Your wisdom will pierce through every single information that is coming to you. So you don't all of a sudden go like, oh, I'll be smart in the battlefield, but when it comes to understanding the genealogy of my children, I wouldn't understand. I can't see the way Jamie has they've been looking at each other for a long time since they were teenagers, and neither one of them has had a permanent girlfriend. When you ask Jamie, where's your girlfriend? When do you want to get married? He's telling you that I'll pray to the old God. So something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if Tywin knows. Tywin is telling his son, listen, it's your time. It's your time. Step into it. That we're Lannisters. We don't have time for nonsense. This is who we are. This is how our family name. He's all about the name, not even the integrity, because he's not trying to be liked as he ridiculed Jamie. So the thing is that we're focused on two different things. I care what people think. I care that people fear me. That is what Tywin is saying. When Jamie was like, oh, we're both the same. We both want attention. We both care what people think. He said, no, you care what people think because you want them to like you. I care what people think because I want them to fear me. I want them to know that forever and ever and ever, even long after I have died, that nobody gets to snatch my son, the imp. Even if it's not an imp today, the next grandchild can be a cripple. It can be a blind person. But as long as they are Lannisters, they will not be touched. And that made me respect him. It shows that this one is not even about you. It's not about that. It's not about it. That Tywin's focus is power, and that's what it is. You, Jamie. What is your destiny? You see, Tywin knows his destiny. He knows what he is. He knows what he wants to. He's like you. What's your own plan with your life? You're the seed. Are you going to have more Lannisters for me? That, more blonde boys? Are you marrying 3 women and you're getting me 10 grandsons, blonde lions that will roar, carry on the name? What are you doing with yourself? That's where, so he said, go and get my son. He said, not because I like him, but because he's a Lannister. Take 30,000. When I heard that, at first I said to myself, what did he say? 30,000 men? 30,000 men. Who has 30,000 men just laying around? That is who the fool Catelyn Stark took. A man who can give his son 30,000 men. That is who. That is who Ned Stark wrote a letter to commanding him to appear. Hey, Jesus. I laugh. That is who Ned Stark took pen to paper to write. Present yourself. Members of the jury, please. Wasn't that Gregor Clegane standing beside Joffrey? Wasn't that Gregor Clegane standing beside Joffrey that I just saw? Who was that? That wasn't the other guy. What did you call him? I don't want to call him dog. Sandor. Didn't Ned give an order for them for 100 men to capture Gregor Clegane in the last episode? So these people ignored Ned's instructions. Are people still with me in the comment section? Because I'm not seeing anybody respond. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Are you still with me? Are you still with me in the comment section? These people ignored. Okay, you're here. Okay, good. All right. They ignored his instructions. They went over and just let Clegane stand by Ned, by Joffrey. So meaning all that time, all that time, you guys. I like to, Tywin. I'm sorry. He knows who he is. In the Game of Thrones, you have to know who you are. If it's a game of chess, know if you're queen, know if you're the knight, know whether you're the king, know if you're one of the pieces that needs to be moved. You can't be everything, and you can't know everything. You cannot know everything, and because you can't know everything, know your own position. That is all I have to say. The person who came to poison the queen, Khaleesi, where did that person come from? I would have thought that Jorah Mormont would be the one that they instructed to kill her because of the information we got the last time. But clearly, the Robert Baratheon or Varys has many eyes, or many, there are many ways he has chosen to deal with this thing. To deal with executing Khaleesi, Daenerys. When they were talking, this guy said something about Stannis' secret. But I don't know what Stannis' secret is. If it's a spoiler, don't bother. I'll find out later. But that was what was mentioned. I've discussed the meeting with Littlefinger and Ned and the gold cloaks, and how that was very revealing. Littlefinger, I hate with a passion, but if you really think about it, he has been himself. He has been himself. He was just so good at being himself is deceptive, and he has shown you that he's a deceptive person. He has shown you that he's a person who would lean to money and power, who would give you the advice that would favor the person who is paying him. So if you decide to trust such a person, it's like when you see men who, you meet a girl in the brothel and you're like, oh, I love her, I trust her. You've seen her in bed with other men, but you still decide to trust her. If one day down there you begin to itch, you can't go back blaming her. You can't say you were unfaithful. Like there was this video that went viral. A man was arguing with his wife, and it was a famous basketballer, and he had married somebody. When I find their pictures, I'll put it in the comments, in my editing video. But what happened is that she had an OnlyFans account. So her husband used to be a famous basketballer, really, one of the greats. And then he retired, and the money wasn't flowing because he made poor choices, right? The money wasn't flowing. So he married this woman, second marriage. He left his childhood sweetheart, married this woman, and when the money wasn't flowing, she decided to open up an OnlyFans account. When she opened up that account, she was clearly doing the deed, and he felt so embarrassed because one of his other basketball friends told him, isn't this your woman? She's on OnlyFans, da-da-da-da. They started an argument. This woman started filming their argument for content. Can you imagine? But let me tell you what happened. As they began to argue, do you know what the woman told him? You know how you met me. And everybody was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? She was like, you know how you met me? She was Black American. I'm going to try and fake the accent. You know how you met me? Nigga. I don't like to use the word. You know how you met me? Don't go around playing. Don't be acting no brand new. And then the woman said, the people in the comment section said she used to be a porn star. And that was how he met her. She was entertainment for him. So maybe one of those days when he really scored amazing points, she came in and was supposed to service the guys. And he fell in love with someone who came to service. Now, the thing is that you can love whoever you want. I love love. I think it's a beautiful thing. Absolutely. If you want to keep a snake as a pet, go ahead. If I am keeping a snake as a pet, I'm going to do what? The first thing, remove venom. Remove the venom. If you're going to keep a lion as a pet, that lion better be a cripple. I can let you have your teeth, but you're not going to be able to pounce. There must be something. There must be something I have. You can love whoever you want. People change, absolutely. Drug addicts change, alcoholics change, but when you know a person, it's just like me. If I fall in love now with an alcoholic, I'm going to make sure, or with a reformed alcoholic, I'm going to make sure that I don't even have wine in my house to protect him, to protect our marriage, to protect our union. I'm not even going to let friends bring beer around us. If I have another friend who is drinking beer and drinking wine, you are not going to be coming to my house because I know the man that I love. That is a weakness for him. When you decide to marry, and the truth is that if there is a relapse, I will be ready because mentally I know that this was the past. Do you understand what I mean? If I can't handle it, then I walk away, but I'm not going to blame anyone because I knew, I had ample information. When a man decides to marry a porn star, you can't be surprised down the line when you're not giving her the money that you used to. Why did she quit the Pornhub? Why did she stop going to do her job? The reason she stopped is because you were giving her the money. You were giving her more money than the job she used to have was giving her. So when you stop giving her the money, what do you think? There are only two things that will make it. Either she finds Jesus or she decides that she's not confident with her body. So she started OnlyFans and was making more money. And she said she was not going to stop that. If he wanted to walk out of the marriage, he could go. His ex-wife came online and was laughing at him. She was like, this is the woman you left me for. This is the woman, because at that time, she was younger, she was more beautiful, she was this. But because his childhood sweetheart had been with him in the time where he didn't have money, and suddenly now he has wealth and abundance and everything, he threw that all away. He forgot about her sacrifices and he married the porn star. And they were having a great marriage until the money stepped coming in. And that is sometimes how life plays out. Even some women who have suffered with your husbands, with your spouses for years. And then when the men make money, they forget the women that they were with, which is so bad, which is so evil. And they go around, oh, girl, I want to have this, and then what happens? Years down the line, you're saying she's not loyal to you. Loyalty is tested. Loyalty takes time to prove. You don't just snap your fingers and you're like, oh, that's a loyal friend. It doesn't work that way. Loyalty needs to be built up. Loyalty needs to be proven. The same thing with Littlefinger. The same thing with Littlefinger. What has Littlefinger shown you since you arrived King's Landing that made you believe that you could trust him? He was always talking, always revealing secrets. Did it never occur to Ned that whatever he told Littlefinger was taking? The moment someone tells you, I have spies all around this town, you should build up your own spies. You should build up your own spies. You didn't have spies? You didn't have an army? You didn't have the two most powerful fighters you have were taken down. Tywin said something. He said when you were fighting him, that's what Jamie wanted to kill Ned. That was the plan. So that's why he was so offended with that bodyguard, because he wanted the agenda was to kill him, so that it could be said that Robert's right-hand man was gone. That would have made killing Robert easy. No, I don't even. Littlefinger has proven to be who he is, and he has just, it's just so sad that it took, you know, I don't know, because I've told you guys several times, I grew up in Nigeria. That's where I was born. And there's so many things that our mothers teach us before we get married to our men. And the legacy of the basic African woman is that she has to give her children enough wisdom to carry on the line. The man goes out, hunts, brings it back, but while he's away and the wife and the children are at home, what the wife's duty is to make sure that the children are protected. Do you understand what I mean? The man has gone to the forest to hunt for animals. While he's there, he cannot really think of what is happening at home. So it's important, it's imperative for the woman of the house, as they want to call it, lady of the house, like it's some princessy thing. The woman of the house has to be a different kind of hunter. She has to be the kind of person that will make sure that nothing happens to her fold. A wolf, to make sure that they are protected. Kathleen missed the mark in protecting her children. I know in her mind she thinks that she's avenging. You cannot be. I think this is where a lot of people miss it. You and your husband can never be hunters at the same time. And this information might go above a lot of people's heads, but trust me, I got married young, but I've gained a lot of wisdom. And the reason my marriage has been the way it is because I apply a lot of the principles that my mother taught me. There can never be two hunters in a marriage. They can never. Trust me. Your husband Ned Stark has already gone out into the lion's den. He's gone into the forest. The big first mistake, Kathleen should never have allowed the two daughters go with him. Nope. You are going into this place. Let the two daughters stay with me. Give me a few army. Send a message to the Erie. Sister, I need some soldiers to come and protect me. There was an attempted murder of my man's life. Trust one person, not a member of your children. Have one dedicated servant that keeps taking a message to your husband back and forth. Quarterly, a pigeon, whatever it is. That's how you communicate. But you never leave your children unprotected because they are the line. They're the next line until they are old enough to defend themselves. That was the mistake. But when her husband went hunting, she came right after him, leaving the cubs unprotected. That is the mark of... The second thing that my mother would tell me, well, the first one, do not have two hunters in the same family. The second thing is that you know your place. When you're picking a woman... And when a woman is picking a man to marry, it's not enough to choose a man that you are in love with. Always ask yourself, young ladies in the comment section, always ask yourself, is this husband also a good father? You must marry someone that meets, especially if you want to have children. What I see with today's generation and people, they just marry anybody. They don't care. Oh, I'm in love with him. Good and dandy. Ask yourself, does he have the qualities that I would want my child to embrace? Men, also ask yourself that question. If you're in love with a woman, ask yourself, if my daughter came out like this, would I be proud of her? If the answer is no, please don't go forward. Don't. If you look at the woman you're dating and you're like, I would never want my daughter to do this, do not move forward with that relationship. It's not enough to just be with someone because of how you feel. There must be intelligent, because your legacy is dependent on things like that. If someone, Ned, for instance, let's look at even the karma of it. This is someone your brother wanted to marry. 1 minute she's in love with the brother, next minute she's in love with you. Let's look at these things. It's not because we like these characters or they're presenting them to us that we just accept. How does that work? Was it a betrothal and they say, okay, since the brother died, we pass you on to the next something? Is that how it works? Maybe that was the time. And I missed, because it's based on a book and I haven't read the book. But you look at these things and you toe the line. My children stay here with me. She's able to protect him. They just almost killed one of your son. Bran, they almost killed. And you let your daughters go. Even if you didn't know who had plotted to kill him, at that stage, you don't let any of your kids out of your sight. I'm sorry. No, I'm not letting them go with you. I almost lost one. We don't know what is happening. Please let me, a mother hen, let me just keep them around me. I want my children around me. I'm going to stop. Let's just get into it. My fear moving forward is I just don't want Ned to die because he has 2 daughters. Tyrion is gone. They have no... Oh, please, we're getting ready to go into episode 8. And I'm just weak. So they gave her to the eldest son. Yeah, so that's probably, yeah, I figured as much because, and it so happened that they fell in love because they loved each other. They were good friends, right? Yeah, I understand. It happens. Yeah, betrothal, she didn't have a say in it. He was like, okay, I'm marrying my brother or something. But my advice still stands. Please always think of your kids. Especially if you want to have children. If you don't want to have children, then do whatever you want with your body, with your life, right? They didn't choose each other. Yeah, and they learned to love each other. That is good. But, they should learn some other things too. Like take classes in the school of Baelish. What can I say? And I hate Littlefinger. I hate him. I hate people like that. Hate is a strong word, God forgive me, but I hate him. I hate him. That Littlefinger, I hate him. And for that betrayal, even if Ned was foolish, for that betrayal, I hope something happens to him badly. That's all I can say. And I don't really pray for... No, he should die. He should die if anything happens to Ned, because I hate him and he is evil. He is the worst kind of person. He's jealous of the Tullys. He's jealous of the Starks and their family. We will soon see. Maybe as a child, he was always envious of the Starks. Maybe. You don't think people like that, they have been jealous of people since they were little children, and they've been looking, and maybe he wanted to play, maybe he wanted to be even, you see what he said about his family. He was never from the beginning. He wanted to marry into Catelyn Stark's family. I said Catelyn, she's the Tully family. Maybe she wanted to marry into the Tully family so that he could have an elevated status. You understand? Because it's all about name, glory. I've been talking too much, please. Okay, let's play. And maybe that's what he wanted to do. Play, please. Play, Tina. Thank you.